I thought players responded well. They had a good start, and I know we lost the draw on the power play, but the two guys that jumped through, Perry and I think it was Taylor. They really put them under pressure, and it was a real nice pass by Taylor to obviously know where he is, and obviously that's where he's good. When he has some time, he can bury that. So I thought that gave the energy, some more energy to the building to start the game off. And I thought, we clawed and fought with a really good team for 40 minutes, and it was just disappointing to start the third period like that. So, playing from behind against an experienced, heavy team like that, it's really wearing. I think we would have obviously fared very well if that was different, and we got into that period, and the longer it went, I think we would have fared okay.
How would you break down that third Vegas goal? Connor said it was his man, but was Seth maybe a little too high also?
Yeah, I think, I think Seth might have looked early, and Connor was with his guy, and he pulled off of his guy, and he has to be over that middle guy. He was an F1, so he's got to be in the middle for the D to trust that. But Seth can still probably be inside the dots and let that puck come to him. And with his range as a right-handed guy, he could probably get into that middle and disrupt things. But it's just. I think just kind of watching the play on the ice for a second or two, and this team strikes quick, so that they made us pay.
Were you surprised that Bedard was as open as he was on that?
No, because I think that's a go time on a penalty kill when the puck is in a battle, like whether it's a face-off, a rebound, or an entry that's not clean. I think that's most teams, and it's our team's time to go. So they're all pressing on a loose puck. It's just we got it and had a good hard stick there, and Taylor made a great pass. So, it's almost too much time, but a guy like that, he's used to that, and he made it count. So that was good.
Some tough roster decisions coming up as guys get healthy. And Whistle came in, played really well. Reese Johnson had a really nice game today. These are good problems to have, obviously, but how do you approach those decisions?
Yeah, I think that's a key for the organization. The management's done a great job of trying to build depth, and and it's going to not just be in draft picks and assets coming later. It's what we have here now, which is good because you get bumps and bruises. You're going to need everybody, and fortunately for some guys, you have to make tough decisions right now for the roster. And but you're right. I thought NC came in and played well for a game or two, and then now Reese has been in, and Reese has given us a lot of energy and physicality, and he got a great goal that line worked for. So we'll have to just see how everybody fares out after the weekend and on practice on Monday and see what our best combination is for Boston, because we saw them, we know them, and we got to make sure that we're ready for another strong opponent.
What happened to Taylor Hall?
I think he just he might have re-aggravated what he had before, but he came back and finished the game, so that was a good sign.
Luke, for Connor to get one off his shot, did you feel a sense of relief for him?
Yeah, I think he's so used to scoring. I think he feels obviously, comfortable contributing more. But the NHL, there's going to be some nights he plays great and he's not going to score, and we mentioned that to him once and already. But and there's nights that he scores and we don't win. It still doesn't feel the greatest, right? We want to win here first, and then the individual accomplishments will fall where they are, because you're going to be out in the right times of the ice to probably get them. So, it's just learning curves from all our young guys and even our older guys. It's a new team still coming together and gelling together. We've seen some really good stuff in the first few games this year, but we still have to clean up some areas to have more consistent success as a team.
Consistent. Seemed like you had some good chances, good passing on the second power play, and then kind of fell on the wayside.
Yeah, you know what? I thought at the end of the second period we had some really good opportunities there, and unfortunately they just didn't go in. Double A had one on the back door. Tyler had one in the slot. I think we hit the post again tonight on that. So you know what? We just got to keep shooting. I'd still like to see a little bit of a quicker movement, more shot mentality. So I think at times we had it, and then at times when it doesn't go in, I think they want the perfect play, which I think you have to go with what works. So we'll just keep driving that home, and hopefully they fall, get 2 or 3 one night, and really build up the confidence on the power play. But at times the movements was really good, a lot better on the entries tonight as well. So we got to make sure we build off of that, not just sit back and think it's going to happen.
Cole had some good chances, some good moves today. Is he getting frustrated though? No points through 6 games.
I'm not sure. I'd still like to see him shoot the puck a little more, like take charge. And maybe he had a real good shift in the second period where he sped through the neutral zone and drove the net, and it just, I think, rolled off the end of his stick. But it's same thing for him, kind of like our power play. If he keeps getting and creating chances and he gets a couple goals or a couple points one night, I think he's the type of guy that his confidence grows, and we saw it last year at times too. So you know what, we just got to keep plugging. It's hard to score in this league.
Bedard on the right side of the power play twice, and it looked like he was back on the left 3 times. Is that right? So did you guys decide that just the right side you didn't like it as much as you did in the
No, I think that the other teams have had a look at that for a while, and we practice it this morning and we flip-flop it, and I think they talk about the different plays that they have on both sides. And there was one time he had to retrieve a puck in front of Seth, and it took him back to his one-timer side. So sometimes it's not by design, sometimes they have to fill spots on loose pucks. And but you know what, I think it was later in the third period, I don't know if it was our last power play, we started to be a little, it's not too cute, it's just like we're looking for the perfect thing. Well, this is a good experienced team, heavy sticks. I think you got to be basic and shoot pucks and get rebounds. And you know what, the plays like happen on Connor's first one, they happen few and far between, so we got to make sure that we earn all those other ones.